Hello. Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a live. And so I thought I would just come on here for a little impromptu live to give you some updates about what I've been up to and to answer one of the questions that I get asked the most. What is macrobiotics? So I'll get into that in a little while. And so many people go on Facebook and YouTube and now Instagram too, and they go live, and it's pretty cool. But we have to go through this platform now. I'm signed up with Restream, and it's been months since I did a live through Restream. Maybe some of you watched some of my previous lives, which I totally appreciate, and they're all on my YouTube channel, Chef Valerie Wilson, and you can pull them up and watch them. But with anything on the computer, you need to pull it up every once in a while, and you need to check it to make sure that the connection is still good. You need to make sure that, see if they've done any changes that you need to improve. And so I am going live on my Facebook page, and I'm also going live on YouTube. And so I'm switching over here. If you're tuned in and you're watching, you can just write a comment, just say hi, and let me know that I know that you are actually watching. And then I'm supposed to get notified on the Restream platform if somebody puts a comment on YouTube or Facebook. And so I'm wondering if that is going to work for me. So you could just put, something in there if you wanted to. And then let's see here. So the live stream is going live on my personal page, Valerie Wilson Macro Val. And I have a business page on Facebook called Macro Val Food. And I'm attempting to share the live feed on Macro Val Food. And I'm seeing if it's going to happen. And let's see. All right. And sometime, Patricia, thank you so much. Hi, Patty. Patty says hi. So that lets me know that Patty's watching on Facebook, and it did show up in Restream for me. Thank you so much for that. So that means that the chat is working. Totally appreciate that. And then Facebook, it's interesting. When I pull up Facebook, I have to make sure to mute myself. Otherwise, I hear myself. All right. So hey, this is totally awesome. Restream has made some changes. And before I couldn't share it on my business page, Macro Val Food, but I see that I can share it on my business page. So that's awesome. Totally happy about that. Yeah, awesome. And so, anytime that you're watching a live, whether it's my live feed or somebody else's live feed, always leave a comment. When I watch a live feed, the poor person sitting there talking, and they're talking to a camera, and it's always nice to know that there's people out there listening. I'm at work, but you came up. Thank you, Patty. Totally appreciate that. So whether it's my live or somebody else's live, always leave a comment and just say hi. We all greatly appreciate it when things like that happen. So what's been going on with me, because I haven't gone live in a long time? Well, last year, my two cats, my male cat Rod and my female cat Jewel, gave birth to 4 beautiful kittens. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much for tuning in, Dawn. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so my cats had kittens. They had 4 kittens, and I gave one of the kittens away to a very nice household, and I kept 3 of them, which means I now have 5 cats. So that keeps me very busy, but it also keeps me very happy because I'm constantly laughing and having fun with them and playing with them, right? So yes, I now have 5 cats. Keeps me very busy. And business wise, I'm celebrating being in business for 27 years this year. I continue to teach cooking classes on a regular basis. And if you go to my website, all of my cooking classes are always there, right? So you can attend them. I do in-person classes, which is a lot of fun. Everybody comes over here, hands-on experience, and we get to eat the food I've created. And I also hook up those classes through Zoom. So if you're in another state or you're not in the area, you can attend those classes too. And then usually I also have some classes that are exclusively virtual classes. They're only through Zoom because people are having fun getting the ingredients and then cooking along with me in their home while I cook and show them how to do it. So they really enjoy that. So that's a lot of fun. Last year, I continued to write for my Substack blog. And if you have not subscribed to that yet or seen that yet, that's Valerie Wilson Substack or Substack Valerie Wilson. Or, you can go to my website. My website has links to everything. Here's what I can do. Let me pull up my website. And I can share screen. Let's see how this comes up. What do you guys see? You see my website? Let's see here. Yep, there's my website. All right. So where's my website? I have to scroll down. Nope, that's not scrolling down. Share screen. Here it is. Here's my website. So if you scroll down, you can see here's the cooking class page. Cooking classes right there. It's very easy to get to cooking classes. Here it is. I am the creator of My Health, my Substack blog. Okay. Here is Zoom recordings that are available for purchase, previous ones that I've done before, and lifestyle counseling that I offer, my personal chef page. And I want to draw to your attention, if you scroll down here to the bottom, this is where you sign up for my newsletter. You put your first name, your email address, and you subscribe. Okay. That's the best way to stay in contact with me because then we know exactly what's going on. So that's my website. Let me stop screen sharing. I'm back again. And so I wanted to tell you about the recent blog that I just wrote. I'm having this weird icon show up at the top of the screen, and I don't know what that is. Whoops, undo. I all of a sudden disappeared, and then I came back. That's what I'm telling you. Like, there's a lot of buttons and doodads and stuff when you go live on Restream, and you're like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Anyways, let's go back to my Substack blog that I just wrote. So I have a couple passions in my life. One of them is cooking, and the other one is the beautiful state that I live in, which is Michigan. And my favorite place to go is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And if you ever get the opportunity to go on vacation, please go there because it's absolutely gorgeous and it's beautiful. But something is happening in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that I wanted to inform everybody about. And so I wrote a whole blog about it. And you can go to the blog and you can read about it. But we have this beautiful state park in Michigan. In fact, it was voted the most beautiful state park in our country last year. It is the largest state park in the state of Michigan, and it's called the Porcupine Mountain State Park. And yes, Michigan actually has mountains in our state. They're called the Porcupine Mountains. Excuse me. And they're located, look, you know what's really cool about Michigan is this is the Lower Peninsula, and this is, well, I got to go backwards. This is the Upper Peninsula. So the Porcupine Mountains are located like right over here. And they are proposing to put in a mine in the Porcupine Mountains. They've actually been, I guess they've been working on this for 10 years, but recently what happened was, so they want to dig for copper, which the history of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, back in the 1800s, there was a copper rush, and they did get a lot of copper out of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. However, they pretty much cleaned out all the copper up there. And so there isn't much left. But this company is proposing that they want to create another mine, and it's very close to the Porcupine Mountains State Park. And Bob and I read your blog about the Porcupine Mountains, and we emailed all the board involved and Governor Whitner. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. That is what my intention is for the blog, for you to take action. And let me tell you, you do not have to live in Michigan to take action, because we have a huge business of tourists going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and most of them go to the Porcupine Mountains to see Lake of the Clouds. It's the most photographed place in the state of Michigan, Lake of the Clouds. Okay. And so even if you don't live in Michigan, you can fill out this form. You can contact these board members and tell them, no, we don't want this mine. The state of Michigan is proposing a $50 million grant to go to the mining company. Now, this $50 million grant is our taxpayer money, and I don't want my taxpayer money to go towards the devastation of this pristine forest. Okay? Let me screen share again, and I'm going to screen share my blog. Let me see where it is. Save the Beautiful Porcupine Mountains. Here it is. Screen sharing my blog. And so you can see here, this is my blog. And here's a picture of Lake of the Clouds. Now, I did not take that picture, but I have taken many pictures of Lake of the Clouds. It is the most photographed place in the state of Michigan. There are 35,000 acres of old growth forest, over 90 waterfalls, and over 90 miles of wilderness hiking trails. It is the largest state park in the state of Michigan. And there's something that you can do that will only take a minute. You can fill out this form and tell them, no, we don't want this to happen. Here's the details. Copperwood, which is the name of the mining company, is from Canada. Now, they haven't even gotten the funds, and this has not been approved yet, and they've already started clear cutting and rerouting waterways in the area. Now, this rerouting of waterways is just atrocious, and if you want to learn more, this is the website, Protect the Porkies, and they also have videos on YouTube that show you exactly how rerouting this water is just a disaster. It's a catastrophe. Go to this website, Protect the Porkies. See right here? It's all in my blog. You can go there. And now it's time sensitive, because as early as February 27th, the Michigan Strategic Fund may vote on a $50 million grant to the Copperwood mine. Okay. So before February 27th, click on this link here. It's a very easy form to fill out. You just fill out your name and your email, and you're saying, no, we don't want this money going to this company, and we don't want this mine devastating our wilderness. And so here's a really nice video that Protect the Porkies has put together. You can watch this video. It's 19 minutes long, and it shows you how beautiful the Porcupine Mountains are. But it also shows you what they're planning on doing, and it's not good. And this is a really good video. This is only 6 minutes long. This is somebody who actually went out to the Porcupine Mountains in the wilderness, and they took a video of what has already happened. Huge area has been clear cut. And again, they haven't even gotten the funds for this mine, and they've already started clear cutting. Now, the person went back, I think it was 2 weeks later, and it was unbelievable what has happened just in 2 weeks. And this was last summer. These videos were last summer. This video is only 3 minutes long. So in 9 minutes, if you just watch these two videos, you'll see what's happening there, and you'll see why it's important for you to fill out this form. And so another thing that this mining company is proposing is they could potentially mine underneath a portion of the Porcupine Mountains State Park to try and get this copper. Now, the copper that came out of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in the 1800s was 100% pure copper. This copper is only 1.5%. It's so low-grade copper, nearly all of what's going to come out of the ground is going to be waste. And they have to store this waste somewhere. And this is part of the problem. There's a lot of wonderful things to read here. Now, this is very near and dear to my heart. I have been going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan since I was literally a baby in my mom's arms. I have a family history of people, in my family living in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I go there whenever I can. It's beautiful. I just love it up there. Miles and miles of pristine wilderness. No people anywhere. This is a picture I took in 2020 when I went on vacation. I was in the Porcupine Mountains. This is the escarpment trail, and you can walk along the escarpment trail up on this ridge. And this is Lake of the Clouds right here. It's beautiful. It's just breathtakingly beautiful if you go there. There's me. Now, this is the place where everybody stands and takes a picture of Lake of the Clouds. This is one of my favorite places to go. It's called Nonsuch. This is like a small stream, and there's a cascading waterfalls here. It used to be an old mine site called Nonsuch, and there's a hiking trail, and there's waterfalls there. This is along the shoreline of Lake Superior as you enter the Porcupine Mountains. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, and the third largest by volume. And the mine could possibly contaminate the beautiful Lake Superior. Here's a sunset over Lake Superior. Here's my upcoming cooking class. So on my blog, that's what you'll find. It's very important that you go and read this blog and take this action and watch those videos. Okay. Very, very important. As long as I have this screen pulled up, I might as well tell you, Thursday, February 29th, it's a virtual cooking class. It's from 6:30 to 8. And I'm going to teach you how to make spaghetti using my red sauce. All right. So this, if you want, you can get the ingredients ahead of time. You can cook along with me. And so I'm going to, let me see, stop screen sharing here. Where do I stop screen share? There it is. Yes, Lake of the Clouds is amazing. Been going to the UP since I was 12. Each time I go up there, it gets harder to go back to the city. Thank you, 906 Dreams. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your comment. I feel the exact same way. I love the Upper Peninsula. And if you've ever been to Lake of the Clouds, you know what I'm talking about. Let me just check here. 906 Dreams. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's on YouTube. That's awesome. Someone's watching me on YouTube. All right. Yeah, so my blog also, many, many wonderful things. Here's another one of my blogs about the toxic coating appeal that they want to put on our produce, even our organic produce. Now, I've written 8 blogs last year about appeal. And I have lots of links. This is when the show The High Wire covered it. Here's the truth of appeal. I always include the FDA approval papers. This is a very important link here if you want to know more about the toxic ingredients. Here is the FDA approval papers. Yeah, these are the papers that say that it's been approved. And this horrible coating has things in it such as mercury, lead, arsenic, all in really small quantities though, so nothing to worry about. They went ahead and approved it, and they want to put it on our fruits and vegetables. And when I teach cooking classes, I have a handout. I always give people flyers and stuff when I teach cooking classes, and I've been handing out flyers about appeal for months. And I've been trying to educate everybody about it. And so there's petitions to sign about how you don't want appeal on your food. There's lots of things that you can do for that too. Well, let's see what else is going on. My cooking classes, counseling. On my website, let's do a screen share here. This is pretty cool website because, again, if you're using this platform here, it's you have to use it so that you know what you're doing so that you can share with other people. All right, so last year I also got involved with something to help heal your body, and it's called X39 patent wearable patches. This is on my website. This is a page on my website, and right here is some information. You can click on this and watch a 2-minute video. You can click on this and watch a 3-minute video. And then here's my testimonial about how last year in July, I had a kidney stone. It was horrible pain. It was just bad. And this is how the patch helped me with that pain. Very interesting. And then this is my dad's testimonial. Here is another testimonial here. There's a few testimonials here that you can go ahead and take a look at. I'll stop screen sharing. All right, so I am 100% organic, 100% natural. I don't do any type of chemicals or drugs or anything like that. I don't even recommend supplements unless they're herbal tinctures, made with plants. Plants can heal the body. So if I'm recommending something, you need to know that how incredibly pure it is and how effective and efficient it is too, because I'm not going to recommend something that doesn't work. These patches, there's nothing in the patches. There's no medicine. There's nothing. It is light therapy that reawakens your stem cells inside of your body so your body can start to heal itself. Okay, that's the only way I can describe it, really. It's not a medicine. It's not a pill. There's nothing in this patch except for light therapy that's going to reawaken your stem cells. It's like crystal therapy, okay? It may sound new wave, but the testimonials are extraordinary. I've been wearing it, like I said, hasn't been a year yet because I started wearing them religiously every day in July. But the first time I put this patch on, I had more energy, and I'm already a very energetic person because of the lifestyle that I lead. I already have a lot of energy, but I didn't even want to take the patch off. I felt so great. So if you're interested in this, it's on my website. You need to contact me. I'll get you hooked up and you'll understand more about this. All right. So this will help you overcome anything because the body has the natural ability to heal itself, but you need to help the body sometimes. Okay. So that's pretty much, I wanted to catch everybody up about what's been going on with me. And the original title of this video is, what is macrobiotics? Because I get asked that question all the time. But here I've spent most of the time talking about updating you on what's been going on and something that's very near and dear to my heart, which is the Porcupine Mountains. Okay. And so I've been teaching classes for 27 years, but it was about 35 years ago I got introduced to macrobiotics. This is the first book I read, Confessions of a Kamikaze Cowboy, all about Dirk Benedict overcoming prostate cancer. And I have a whole video on my YouTube channel where I go into great detail about this, so you can watch that. And then this is another great book, one of the first books I got, called The Macrobiotic Way. And it has a different cover on it now, but it's by Kushi. Okay. Any book by Kushi, if you want to learn about macrobiotics, step in the right direction. And here is the founder of macrobiotics, Osawa. Essential Osawa. This is another great book to get you started. I don't want to overwhelm you with lots of books. I'm just going to recommend those 3 books. Okay. What is macrobiotics? It is living as close to nature as possible, living the way our ancestors did, not eating foods that are sprayed with chemicals, tampered with, refined, or processed. Okay. George Osawa rediscovered the ancient knowledge of balancing the food, balancing the energy of the food that you eat. Okay. He rediscovered ancient knowledge. So even though we call it macrobiotics, it's actually nothing new. It's ancient knowledge. This is just a new term for it. Macro meaning great, huge. Biotics means life. So your great, huge life. Macrobiotics, that's what it's called. And so it's a little more than just like, because I teach whole foods cooking classes where I incorporate the whole food, But macrobiotics goes beyond that because it incorporates the energy of the food. Now, this may sound foreign to you, and I understand that. But when I first started reading these books, this is what drew me to macrobiotics, was the study of energy. I am one of those people who feels energy, okay? I relate to energy. I work with energy. And so the idea of macrobiotics is that everything is made up of energy, which universally, that's a universal truth. Everything is made up of energy. But everything is made up of two energies, two opposite energies. They're opposite, yet they are complementary at the same time. One is called yin and one is called yang, okay? And when you start to understand yin and yang, then the food that you eat, you will balance the yin food with the yang food so that the food that you're eating will be balanced, therefore creating balanced energy in your body, which is where health resides. Okay. These are the basic principles of macrobiotics. So macrobiotics is not just eating healthy whole foods, it's balancing the energy of the food so that your energy is balanced. Okay. So extremely yin food in the average American diet would be things that are expansive, such as refined processed flour, refined processed sugar, white rice. All of those things are very yin, expansive. The other side would be yang foods, constrictive, tight food, right? These would be your heavy, dense animal foods, such as meat, any type of animal meat foods, dairy, things like that. Those are all yang and constrictive, okay? So we have the extreme energy yin foods, your sugars, your refined processed flours, extreme yang food, your meats and everything else like that. Now, when we overconsume extremely yin food or extremely yang food, we create an imbalance of energy in our body. We create dis-ease, okay? Disease in your body, which we don't want. Now, the foods that are balanced, that have equal parts of yin and yang energy in them, or just about equal parts, are your whole grains. So whole grains have the balanced yin-yang energy that your body needs in order to create health, which is why when I teach my cooking classes, I emphasize all the time, whole grains, whole grains, whole grains. Maybe people get sick and tired of hearing me say that, but I say it all the time. Whole grains. You have to have the majority of your diet based around whole grains. Whole grains are ridiculously high in fiber too. I hear like these lectures and other people talking, and they're talking about how the average American diet has like 10 grams of fiber in it, or just really low amounts. And I'm like, oh, everything I eat is super high in fiber. I probably go above and beyond what anybody can even imagine. I mean, every time I sit down to a meal, the largest portion on my plate is whole grains, fiber. So macrobiotics incorporates the energy of the food, okay? Now, again, this may sound foreign to you. I was immediately drawn to this, and I have studied the yin food, the yang food, and how it relates to disease. I use those concepts and that understanding of energy when I do a consultation with someone where I'm working with someone on a one-to-one basis using food. Macrobiotics also incorporates eating according to the season. Again, getting back to nature. Get back to nature, okay? So in the middle of summer, I'm going to eat some leafy green vegetables, some salads. I'm going to love that. I'm going to have lettuce. I'm going to have some quinoa. I'm going to have all the cucumbers, cooling, beautiful foods of summer. In the wintertime, I'm going to have casseroles, mochi. Mochi is one of my favorite foods, but it is a warming wintertime food, so I have it in the winter. I'm going to have butternut squashes and sweet potatoes and yang root vegetables in the wintertime. That's what I'm going to have. So we eat according to the seasons in macrobiotics also. So macrobiotics, again, is eating as close to nature as possible, no chemicals, organic all the way, no refined, no processed, but also incorporating balancing the energy of the food. So when people say they have a smoothie in the morning and they put all this fruit in a processor and they blend it up, that is so incredibly yin. I mean, fruit has vitamins and minerals and fiber in it. Don't get me wrong. Fruit is a good thing. But when you put a bunch of fruit in a blender and blend it up and drink it, that is so incredibly yin. You're starting your day off in a really unbalanced way. I have soup for breakfast every morning. Okay. Now, I've been live for about 30 minutes, and I pretty much want to make my lives about 30 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up right now. But now that I've got the restream going again, I will be doing lives periodically coming to you. And if you have any questions that you want me to answer, anything that you want me to go over, you can always comment on this video. You can send me an email. Patricia says, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, you can send me an email. Thank you for all your information, 906 Dreams. Well, thank you for tuning in, 906 Dreams. Really appreciate it. Yes. And contact me, send me an email, Facebook, comment on my Facebook page or my YouTube videos, whatever you want to do. And if you are at all interested, please attend a cooking class, okay? Because that's the best way you're going to learn the information, and that's my passion, is cooking. So the 29th, which is a Thursday, the red sauce spaghetti cooking class. See, I make this red sauce that tastes just like tomato sauce, only there's no tomatoes in it. Tomatoes are a nightshade vegetable. And I hate to inform you of this, but if you have arthritis or joint pains or fibromyalgia, these nightshade vegetables could be making your joint pains worse. So I do not cook with tomatoes. So I make this red sauce that tastes just like tomatoes, only there's no tomatoes in it. And then we make spaghetti out of it. And by the way, I have absolutely no joint pains whatsoever. I don't eat nightshade vegetables. I don't cook with nightshade vegetables. I may eat here or there an occasional one, right? But I don't cook with them. So this cooking class is very important if you want to learn more about nightshade vegetables. Screen share. Let me screen share one more time. Real Food with Chef Val. That is my radio show. Here's my radio show. You get to it on macroval.com. There's a link that'll take you right there. And here you go. The last Real Food with Chef Val right here. You can click on it and listen. I went all through nightshade vegetables. I told you what they were, okay? So this is another great way that you can learn from me on my radio show. You listen to it on the computer. It's very nice on the computer. I have two more things I wanted to share with you before I call it an end. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Screen share. I was so honored and thrilled to be interviewed by Dr. Brian Hooker on Children's Health Defense TV. Here is the interview right here. Just type in Children's Health Defense, pull it up, interview with Valerie Wilson, You Are What You Eat. Dr. Brian Hooker is a PhD, and we discussed food. We had a wonderful time. It was great. Go back here to where there's, and if you're wondering what Children's Health Defense is, this is a nonprofit organization created by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and that is his organization. I have been following them for 10 years. I absolutely love the organization, and I am also a volunteer for the RFK Jr. campaign for him running for presidency, so I'm very honored to do that. I have so much to share with you. I have one more thing to share with you. Here it is. Moms Across America. Look, Moms Across America, I was the special guest presenter on the Monday night call. You can watch it right here, okay? Moms Across America is a great website. Zen Honeycutt is the founder, and she teaches all about so many things, but her main passion is organic foods, which is my passion too. And screen share here. Oh, here it is. We're back to my website. Go on my website to where it says links. Look, Moms Across America, right there. You can share. Children's Health Defense, right there. Protect the Porkies from my blog. So all of those things are right there in the links if you want to find these things that I'm talking about, right? Screen sharing. Okay, done. All right. So I didn't get to finish my explanation about what is macrobiotics, but I'll do that in the next live video. Thank you so much. Totally appreciate when you tune in. And if you get the opportunity and you find this information useful, please share it. You can also share my blog. I really want to get as much people to sign this form as possible to stop this mine that's going to be taking place in the Porcupine Mountains. It's very near and dear to my heart. And attend a cooking class. I would love to see you in a cooking class. All right. So for now, get in the kitchen and cook healthy. See you next time.